Hey, what's going on, G-Ballers? Today, I have an exciting new knife here to share with you coming in from Kizer. Now, if this is your first time stopping by, welcome to GBall Vision. Feel free to drop a comment below. Let me know what your carry is for today. This is going to be a newer release for Kizer, and this is the Original 2. And it's been quite a long time since I've checked out or even handled an original design. And I believe this is supposed to be even bigger, and this is going to be in a premium format as well. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so we are looking at a clutch lock instead of a standard button plunge lock. Kind of surprised that they didn't maybe go with, a little different blade shape as well. Kind of surprised they didn't go with the top liner lock style. We are looking at S45VN. We do have a DLC blade and then, of course, a titanium handle. So a nice DLC finish on that sheep's foot. The original used to be a more of a drop point, almost spear point like blade, where this is a modified sheep's foot for sure. We have a little bit of belly there. Definitely lends itself to being a good user, good EDC blade shape. I do like this little 50-50 area here that is included. I believe, isn't the original's an Azo design, I believe. Could be wrong about that. So full titanium handle. There is internal milling. And then we do have a deep carry clip that is going to be made out of titanium as well, and it is going to be reversible. Very nice. I like this clip a lot right here. I like the look of it, and it appears like it's going to work well. We'll check that here in a moment. Yeah, this is shaping up to be a good looking knife, and then you have this kind of tumbled aesthetic to the handles here. It's not a huge knife, probably somewhere in the ballpark of 7.5, I'm going to say. Not even quite. About 7.25. We'll give it just shy of 3 inches of cutting edge. It's almost there. 15/16, and then about 3 3/16 of total blade. And these two knives will put this in perspective for you easily. The Kizer drop bear up top, and we have the Benchmade bug out here on the bottom. And this knife is going to flow right in between both of those. Now let's see what this pocket clip looks like in the pocket here. We'll use our 50 ways baked in Hank, and that pocket clip is recessed. You'll have a little bit poking out there, but not much. Looks very clean. Love the simple clip. The simplistic clip just works, and that looks really good, really clean. I like they went titanium with it. It'll be a smooth in and out because you do have the smooth titanium handle here. A little bit thicker. We'll check that here in a moment. A little bit thicker for the size of this knife. I bet this is going to be very popular, much like the original design. It was extremely popular. They did a lot of different variations with that, and I would say that was one of the knives that started the trends for Kizer of doing a bunch of different variations and so on, and different sizes. But the original, very popular, and for good reason. We'll switch gears here, and we'll get the arch nemesis out here, and going to give this a weight check. I like to guess the weight here on the channel of these new knives, and I invite you to play along just based off my description and of course what you see in the video here. What do you think this knife weighs? It does have some internal milling on both sides. I'm going to give it a go. Put your guess down in the comments. Love seeing those guesses. Let's see here. I'm going to give it a go. Kizer usually tends to try to keep their stuff very low. It feels like it's right around 3. Maybe like 3.1. 3.1. Oh! That is 2 in a row. This thing has done me dirty. It might be time to just retire this thing. 90 grams, and no, I like the challenge. It's okay, buddy. 3.2 ounces. I'll throw you against the wall later. 90 grams, 3.2 ounces, not bad at all. That's right in line with ratios and so on. What did that just say? Yeah, I was right. It's 3.35 or so. Isn't that what I said? Something like that. We'll get the calipers out here and we'll get a couple of measurements on the handle and the blade. 0.43 on the handle thickness, 11.1 millimeters. We'll move over to the blade stock thickness, 2.78 millimeters and 109 thousandths. So trying to stay a little bit thinner there on the blade stock. I do like the double set of jimping and the jimping there on the handle. Nice little touch of design aesthetics there for everyone. And actually it just works. It helps keep some good traction. That's 28 out there. And about 21 down here. So it definitely thickens up going to the tip there. We'll get a measurement for everyone else. 0.56 millimeters. Let's see how the original cuts out of the box. And I like the fact that Kizer's been using S45 for some of their stuff. S45 is a very well-rounded steel. Better edge retention than MagnaCut, not quite as tough. Both very corrosion resistant. MagnaCut's a little better, but S45, especially at some of the price points that you can get it at, it is an outstanding steel. MagnaCut, there are some designs you can get it more affordably, but usually that's going to be on a much more expensive design. You can get and score some S45 at a very reasonable price. And there are other companies out there, which we're going to do a video on that soon, but there are other companies out there where you can get a solid steel M4 crew wear around that $150 price point. So there are in 2025 just a endless amount of options and a lot of value out there. We'll run this through a hardware check here, and T8 on the pivot looks to be T6 on the insert there, T8 on the body, and it's going to be T6 on the pocket clip. I wonder why they went that route. They pretty much switched over from doing T6 on their pocket clip. Most of their knives come with T8, so odd that they did that a little bit. I like this jimping here on the inside of the handle as well. Yeah, this is a solid knife. I'm not sure on the price of this one. I'm sure that Kizer kept this pretty affordable, even with the S45 and the DLC. This is a cool knife. I like it. I like the new design. I might have to say, especially with the clutch lock. I mean, I like the clutch lock quite a bit. And not only that, it's adjustable. You can make this stronger. You can get even stronger springs and make it really strong, or you can lighten it up if that's your preference. But I like this better than the button lock, and I probably like this blade shape a little bit more than the original version 1. Which one do you prefer? Original V1 or V2? Let's run this through a couple of checks here. We are centered up there. The action feels very good off those thumb studs. Those are done nicely. They have a good stepping and jimp to them. Couple of rows there. Good access. You can easily come up underneath the stud for a reverse flick. You can just go right on top of it as well. And then, of course, there's tons of room in there for thumb flick. Whatever you want to do, you'll be able to achieve that. And then, of course, you can use the crossbar lock as well. Let's go ahead and test our 100th crossbar lock, no, 200. It's been a lot. We've tested a lot. Let's see how this lock here holds up and introduce the original 2 to the spine whacker here. We'll start out towards the tip. We'll go light. We're just making sure we're not going to have some sort of lackadaisical lock failure. We're not trying to see if we can hammer this into a tree and use it as a step. We just want to make sure we don't have any premature lock slippage, right? I'll give you premature. Very good. Yeah, didn't suspect a problem. If there was, I would find that more of an issue than, or you know what I mean? Crossbar locks are very dependable, reliable. As I say, they're not maybe the most, they're not the strongest folding lock out there in the world, but man, are they dependable, reliable. They're universal, ambidextrous. I mean, they just work. I know some people don't like them, and that's fine. I get it. That's cool. You don't have to like crossbar locks, but they have come an extremely long way from 5 years ago, 8 years ago. I mean, it is insane how far crossbar locks have come. You'll have to let me know down in the comments. What do you think of the original 2 here in this format with this blade shape? I look forward to hearing your thoughts. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That truly helps us out here. If you enjoy knife and EDC content, make sure you're subscribed. I'll pop up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.